Hey everyone, welcome to today's Explainer. So today we are unpacking a concept that literally shifted my entire perspective. We're talking about a profound, almost hidden secret that completely dictates how we attract massive wealth into our lives. We're going to really explore the undeniable relationship between your subconscious mind and your everyday financial reality. So get ready, because this is all about completely shifting how you view your own potential.
Look, let's just be real for a second and start with a totally frustrating reality that, honestly, so many of us face. You wake up early, you go to work, you pour your absolute heart into your job, or maybe you're running your own business. You're grinding day in and day out, basically working like a machine. You're honest, you're dedicated, but then you look at your bank account and there's absolutely zero growth. You might not even have a basic safety net saved up, right? Why is that? Why does the financial needle just refuse to move despite all of that exhausting hard work?
Now, I know before anyone jumps in and says, well, money isn't everything, we should just focus on spiritual progress, let's ground ourselves in reality here. There's this incredibly powerful quote from the ancient Tamil text, the Thirukkural, and it clearly points out that while spiritual grace is for the next world, without wealth, you literally cannot survive in this one. Spiritual progress is fantastic, obviously, but it doesn't put food on the table. You need money for everything, from the clothes on your back to your very next meal. So making sure you have wealth is absolutely essential for living a comfortable, dignified life.
All right, moving into Section 1, Dr. Joseph Murphy's Secret, Unlocking the Subconscious. So the absolutely crucial point to understand here is that hard work alone, it just isn't the complete equation. To really grasp this radical paradigm shift, let me share this gripping story from author and thinker Dr. Joseph Murphy. He once spoke with this guy from Los Angeles who was pulling in a staggering $75,000 a month. Yeah, you heard that right. But that's not even the craziest part. This man spent 9 months out of the year simply traveling the world on a ship, just living life completely on his own terms, with total financial peace of mind. And here is where it gets super interesting. This wealthy guy told Dr. Murphy that there were actually guys working in his exact same organization who were vastly more intelligent, highly educated, and way more skilled than he was. Yet those absolute geniuses were only making $100 a week. I mean, how is it even possible that the less skilled guy vastly out-earns these geniuses by tens of thousands of dollars? Well, the secret was simple. The wealthy man deeply, fundamentally believed he was completely worthy of massive wealth, and the geniuses, they just didn't.
You see, the $100-a-week worker stays completely stuck because his subconscious mind is trapped in this confined reality. He's constantly expecting limitations. He's thinking, I'll do this job, and maybe next year I'll get a tiny little raise, and, well, that's just how life goes. His mind is entirely restricted. But the wealthy man, he just blew past those mental boundaries. He firmly decided, I am fully capable and I absolutely deserve this massive amount, and my needs are going to be effortlessly met. It's like a mirror. Your physical reality is simply reflecting your mental boundaries.
Let's unpack exactly how that works in Section 2, the mechanics of manifestation, thoughts, and magnetic feelings.
So a lot of people hear about manifestation and they think, okay, cool, I'll just sit in my room and mechanically chant, I am a millionaire, over and over, like a robot. But if you just repeat empty words without any deep emotion behind them, it fails completely. Your conscious mind will literally just mock you. The mechanics of actually attracting wealth require something much, much deeper. Dr. Joe Dispenza talks about this brilliant concept in his work, Becoming Supernatural. When you have a thought, like, I am wealthy, you are sending out an electrical wave. But the feeling behind it, the actual emotion, is the magnetic wave. Only when that electrical thought deeply combines with a strong magnetic feeling do you create this electromagnetic signature that actually alters your physical reality. Empty words do nothing, guys. The feeling is the entire secret.
So you might be wondering, what kind of feeling are we actually talking about here? Well, it must be visceral and totally natural. Think about the pure, overflowing joy a parent feels when holding their newborn baby for the very first time. You don't have to force that kind of happiness, right? It just radiates from within you. When you state that you are wealthy or successful, your face should naturally light up just like that. That feeling of abundance has to naturally overflow from your core.
Now let's address the elephant in the room. In Section 3, Overcoming the Negative Loop.
Let's just be real for a second, because we all live in the real world. You could be sitting there feeling totally wonderful and wealthy, and then 10 minutes later, a sudden, unexpected bill arrives or your car breaks down, and boom, instant financial anxiety. Your mind just starts racing. What am I going to do? How am I going to pay for this? The very second that anxious thought about the future bubbles up, you need to mentally scream, cut. You must instantly halt that negative thought,
Just stop it right in its tracks. Give it absolutely zero fuel. I mean, why worry about 4 days from now when we don't even know what the next second holds? You have to aggressively pull your mind out of that doom spiral before it even takes root.
Which brings us to the practical application in Section 4, the ultimate daily routine for success. To actually prevent those negative loops from taking over your brain, you need a system. So here is a highly actionable, everyday framework designed to reprogram your subconscious mind, but without triggering your conscious brain's analytical doubt. And here's your secret weapon. You use a neutral statement. Because when you say, "I am a millionaire," your logical brain immediately argues back, "Yeah, right. How? Where's the money coming from?" Instead, use this specific neutral affirmation. "The goddess of victory permanently resides with me." Do you see how absolutely brilliant that is? It doesn't mention money at all. It doesn't trigger the how. It simply affirms constant, permanent success day and night, leaving all the complicated logistical details completely up to the universe.
Okay, so here is the exact morning routine you're going to follow. Step 1, you wake up. Step 2, and this is absolutely crucial, do not touch your phone, don't look at the news, no social media, nothing. Step 3, avoid any household arguments or stress. Just keep it peaceful. Step 4, sit quietly and state that neutral affirmation. The goddess of victory permanently resides with me. And then step 5, spend just 5 to 10 minutes purely feeling the joy and magnetic frequency of that statement. Doing this the very moment you wake up literally sets the exact magnetic frequency for your entire day.
Hey, real quick, before we get to our final thought, if you've been finding this explainer eye-opening, please do hit that like button. It seriously helps the channel out so much. Drop a comment below with your thoughts, share this explainer with any friends or family who might really need this mental shift, and definitely make sure you're subscribed. Also, if you want to optimize your physical health to match all this new mental wealth we're building, you've got to check out the Kobot Quran Health Podcast. It is super interesting, and all the details for that are right down in the description.
All right, I want to leave you with this final, truly provocative thought. Every single day, you are making a choice. If you feed your mind with doubts and anxieties, well, you're going to harvest a reality of doubt and struggle. That's just a fact. But if you relentlessly feed your mind with the feeling of success and limitless potential, that is exactly what's going to grow. So the ultimate question really boils down to this. Will you feed doubt or will you feed success? The whole shebang is entirely in your hands. Thanks so much for joining me for this explainer, and I will catch you in the next one.